Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. They killed Angie Stone. She was a whistleblower, and with them lips, they would have heard her from here to Nagasaki. And that's the reason why they took her out the game. She's a beautiful soul. She was a beautiful woman. They said Angie Stone was the type of woman that'd fix you a plate and wouldn't ask you for a dime. She don't want nobody around her hungry. She don't want nobody around her miserable. She was a good woman, and that's a part of the reason why they took her out the game. It was people at the crash that said Angie was still alive before the ambulance got there. And you figure it was 8 people in the van. She was the only one to die. What they do, jump out the van before the crash while she in the van struggling trying to get her seatbelt undone? That don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to a whole lot of people. Now the family revealed the public memorial service details, and they trying to figure out how they gonna show the public the body when she's supposed to have been in this horrible car crash. Is her face mutilated? Is they gonna be able to stuff her in a casket? How they gonna do that? It ain't making no sense to nobody. I'm talking about it was witnesses there that don't know what in the world was going on. It wasn't making no sense. It was some Area 51 nonsense. Angie Stone's family welcomed fans to celebrate her legacy and mourn her death in public services. An announcement shared across the singer's official Instagram account details the celebration of life and funeral for the late singer, welcoming followers to register for a guest list to attend. So they trying to do this like Nipsey Hussle, Takeoff, Rich Homie Quan. They trying to capitalize off of her death. They trying to see how many people gonna sign up and spend the money to show up just to get a viewing of Angie Stone in her casket. But her family ain't did no investigations on what really happened. They ain't get in there and figure out the forensics. They ain't check to see if she had broken bones and how many broken bones. That's what the public need to know. How bad was the impact? How come she the only person that passed and everybody else survived? But they want to get everybody riled up for a funeral, but they ain't trying to get no details into what really happened. And that's what got people believing that all of this stuff was set up to take her out the game because she was a whistleblower. She was exposing things about the music industry that them people didn't want to be exposed. And now they trying to make as much money as they can make off of her now that she no longer alive, because they know if she was still alive and they tried to get that money off her funeral, she would have said, over my dead body, y'all gonna have to give me every dime. Y'all gotta listen to this lady because she was there. She seen what happened. She's saying Angie Stone was still alive.
I hit an 18-wheeler on the side of the interstate. I have pieces of the fender in my hair. I have, it's oil all over my body. I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna get back and tell the story and I'll show you the footage. After driving the 6 hours home, showering, and processing it all, here's the story. About 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, me and my daughter were driving to Charleston, South Carolina for her Sweet 16 birthday getaway. We came up to a truck with a trailer and its flashers were on, so we slowed down some, and that's when I noticed there was an overturned vehicle in the fast lane. And it looked like it just happened. I pulled over and put my flashers on, and I told my daughter to stay in the car, and I ran over. It was a van, and I ran over, and there were so many people in this van, and they were just trying to get out. And I asked if they'd called the cops, and they said, we're just trying to get out. And they were helping this woman out off the side of the van, and I grabbed her hand and I helped her get down, and she seemed out of it, and I was holding her hand and she was wobbling around, and I said, baby, you gotta sit down. And then the next thing I know, I flew and I fell down to the ground, and it felt like something not ran over me but brushed over me. Like something just swiped over my body. And I got up and I could hear screaming, and I just focused in on one screaming, and it was my daughter. And all I could do was run across the highway and tell her to get back in the car. She had to move the car because if somebody else hit us, it could hit her. So she moved the car farther up the interstate, and I called 911, and they said they were on their way. And then all I could think to do was get to my daughter. And that's all I could do in that time. And when I was walking to my daughter, we're really running the best that I can do. I was in so much pain. My chest felt like an elephant was sitting on it. My legs were so hurt and sore. And I looked up, and there was an 18-wheeler that had crossed the median into oncoming traffic. And I knew that's what hit me and ran over and brushed over me was the 18-wheeler.
How everybody survived except for Angie Stone? How come she the only one that lost her life? How come they put it out there on the news that the famous singer, out of everybody, there wasn't nobody else famous on the expressway that day? Michael Jordan wasn't riding through. You ain't have no R&B singers out there. Usher wasn't on the expressway. They was down there in Alabama. BB and CC Winans wasn't out there. Angie Stone was the only celebrity out there at the time, and she the only person that lost her life that day. This woman that was talking, her and her daughter, the dog all right, the Jamaican band that was out there didn't even spill no black eyed peas. Everybody survived except for Angie Stone, and it ain't making no sense to me, man. The news need to do better reporting. All these bloggers out there trying to get their 15 minutes of fame or whatever the case is and not giving the real. I'm trying to let y'all know right now, Angie Stone didn't die in that crash. Ain't no way, because ain't nobody else died. If they lived, then that means she should have lived too. The driver survived. The people in the passenger seat, what, they had her in the trunk? They must have put her on the hood of the car, and that's the only reason why she passed. They make it seem like the truck had handlebars on the hood and Angie wanted to ride up front. Somebody make it make sense to me. Now, I'm about to tell y'all something that a lot of people ain't willing to say because they scared. And I can understand why they scared, because people got platforms they want to hold on to. But the truth of the matter is, Angie Stone didn't die in that van. Somebody took her out. And I think they took her out, created this whole crash. The crash probably never even happened. The crash could have happened months ago, and they just bringing it back up just for footage to put on the news to give y'all a reason why Angie Stone is no longer here. She could have been gone for some weeks now. She could have been gone for some months. As soon as she started whistleblowing and exposing them people, that's when they wanted to take her out.
And mainly is to show you that I would not go down without a fight. I'm going to continue to roll. Like, I didn't go to the Grammys, not because I couldn't go and not because I wasn't invited. I didn't go because the industry is set up in such a way that the elite, if you know what I mean, the elite get front row seats, front consideration, first thought of. The ones that are the underdogs are the ones that don't get invited, get cut out. You have not conformed to the way of the industry. And my thing is, I've been so blessed to maintain all my life. I promise you, I would give it all back, because the power in my life lies in Christ. At the end of the day, if I had none of it, it wouldn't change my heart for Christ. Why? Because those things don't make me. I make those things. And when I say that, I don't say it in a bragging rights way, but you got to find a pivotal way to sustain your joy. You got to find a way to find the creature comforts of life without selling out.
Y'all want to know what's crazy to me? Every time these celebrities start speaking the truth and getting their life right with the Lord and talking about their brother love and they want to be on the right path in life, that's when all hell break loose. That's when they get hit with allegations and lawsuits. That's when car crashes and all different types of messed up things start happening to these celebrities when they decide they want to step in the light. They don't want to be in that darkness no more. Angie Stone been in the entertainment business since the 70s. She done started off as a hip hop singer, got into R&B. She basically invented neo soul, and she was putting that music out there about how her sunshine has come and there's no more rain in this house, and all these love songs got people mourning their exes and things like that. But as soon as she got off of that and decided that she want to kick a positive message and she want to let people know about the pitfalls in the music industry and how they don't be doing right and how they be ripping people off, taking people money and things, that's when something very tragic happened. Well, at least they trying to make it seem like something tragic happened. They talking about she got hit by an 18-wheeler. She the only one that died. Everybody else survived. We gotta pray for Angie Stone, man, because we don't know what really happened. But one thing for sure, this 18-wheeler nonsense ain't making no sense to me. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this, man. I want to show some love to the people that got on here. Even if they hating, a lot of y'all get on here talking crazy, but that's all right. As long as y'all leaving comments, I don't give a damn. And for the people that's showing me some love, y'all get nothing but love, man. Leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Do y'all feel like Angie Stone got taken out, or do y'all feel like it was a freak accident and that's the reason why Angie Stone is no longer here? I got so much love for y'all. Leave it in the comment section, because we got to have these type of discussions. If they could do a celebrity like this, just imagine what's going on with everyday people out here. They could sweep y'all under the rug too. Say something happened that didn't really happen just so they ain't got to do their job. Them people don't be wanting to investigate what's going on with black folks, because they know if they do, it's going to be a whole lot of people they got to lock up. So they figure, hell, why go through the trouble? She a part of a shady entertainment business. People will pay off whoever just to make it go away. So it's crazy out here. Money talks. They could put up a couple of M's just to make the Angie Stone situation go away. And the public, all they gonna do is sit and cry, download her music, and everybody gonna make money at the end of the day. So rest in peace, Angie Stone. I don't believe she passed in that crash. But y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button too. I got so much love for y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on my next video.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want, but if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want, and my music hit so hard, make you say, oh my God.